welcome to my channel where I talk about books and bookish things. I'll read most types of books, most genres, except romance and romancy. That's just not for me. But my main love is horror. And on that note, it is September's edition of Abominable Book Club box. This is my favourite subscription box. I have a few, but this is the one that I would keep if I had to get rid of all of the other ones. It is curated in Wales by a couple of lovely lads, and it's fantastic. It is 2 new books and a second-hand book, and this also includes, this is the full guts box, and it includes little bits and bobs. It's the only one I have with little bits and bobs in. I'm going to show you what's in it. I have opened it because I've already done a video for my other social media, but anyway, so you always get a snack in this one. Peaches and cream gummies. They look delicious. The kids are a bit terrifying, aren't they? Yeah, that's a horror in itself, let's be honest. Then you always get drinks, a little bag of drinks. There's the hot chocolate, coffee bag, which are fantastic. Love them. A couple of teas and a cappuccino. Yeah, coffee, cappuccino. To get them. You get a couple of bookmarks. There's the Abominable Book Club bookmark, which you always get, which has got a little horror story written on the back, which is always good fun. These are great size bookmark, by the way. And this a month is Pinhead. And on the back it says, "You opened it, we came. Now you must come with us. Taste our pleasure." Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful colours. You usually get a pin badge with this, but this month, no. A patch. Freddie and Edward Scissorhands. It's useless. It's the size of my head. Look. Do you know what I mean? I don't have anything that I'll put patches on. I think I'm a bit old for that, to be fair. Perhaps I am. I don't know, maybe. So I'll probably put it on the wall, but isn't that beautiful? It's embroidered. Gorgeous. Now, as I said, you always get a brand new book, 2 brand new books and a second-hand one. My second-hand one was this one, Never Saw It Coming by Linwood Barclay. I've not read anything by this author. This is a second-hand book. It's in good condition. And it says on the back, Keisha Ceylon is a psychic, so she says. The truth is, she watches the news for stories of missing family members, gives it a few days, then tells these families she's had visions. Keisha's latest mark is a man whose wife disappeared a week ago. She's seen him on TV pleading for his wife to come home, or for whoever took her to let her go. So she pays him a visit. The trouble is, her vision just happens to be close enough to the truth that it leaves the man rattled. And it may very well leave Keisha dead. Sounds good, doesn't it? So that's the second-hand book, which always comes beautifully wrapped in brown paper with a wax seal, which I've thrown away. So there's that. So the next thing was a new book. Ronald Malfi, They Lurk. This is 5 novellas. I actually just recently read this as an arc from NetGalley. There's 5 novellas in here. The 4 of them were written at the start of his career a few years ago. The 5th one is a new one, and actually that's my favourite story. It's about a mother and daughter who survive a car crash in the snow, and then it all goes a bit horrific. But yeah, so there's 5 stories in here. Skullbelly, which is about a private detective who's hired to find 3 teenagers who disappeared into a forest. The police force aren't really bothered about it. But in the process of that, he learns a horrific secret about the town. Then there's the Separation, which a man looks after his oldest friend who's suffering from a nervous breakdown, or his otherworldly forces at work. The third one's The Stranger. Basically, this bloke David, he comes out of the supermarket and there's this stranger sat in his car behind the wheel, eating something. And then the insanity truly starts. After the fade is about a girl who walks into the tavern and she just collapses and dies, and something's latched onto the base of her skull. And then the 5th one, which is called Fierce, which is the one about the mother and daughter. This is a great book. If you love Ronald Malfi, Black Mouth's my favourite by Ronald Malfi, or possibly, was it Whitebone? Oh, it's a good book too. And my favourite set of novellas he ever did was called Ghost Written, which is 4. And they actually also got that in an Abominable book club. But anyway, that's that. It comes with a signed book plate by Ronald to go in there. Most of their books in Abominable book club, you have at least one that's signed, or with a book plate. And then there's a letter from Ronald just to, explain his inspiration. Then the second book, I'm thrilled to death about this because it's been on my wish list, is Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle. This is about a Christian conversion camp and things go a bit awry. So it says, Camp Damascus, nestled in the Montana wilderness. Montana's beautiful, by the way, isn't it? Gorgeous place. I went horse riding there many years ago. Is the world's most effective gay conversion camp. Parents send their children from around the world to experience the program's 100% success rate. But this story isn't about that. This story is about Rose Darling, a God-fearing young lady who can't stop puking up flies. It's about her parents who ignore her visions of an eerie woman with a sagging pale skin who watches from the woods. It's about the desires deep inside Rose that don't seem to make any sense, and her waking nightmares that are beginning to feel more like memories. And maybe, just maybe, it's a little bit about Camp Damascus after all. A joyful, furious romp through dark places. I'm so thrilled to get this. This is on my wish list. So I'm going to read this in October. And this comes with 2 signatures. Oh, dropped the book on the floor now. Anyway, never mind. There's a sticker signed by Chuck and also a book plate signed by him. So that's good, isn't it? There's also a letter from him explaining, again, where his inspiration comes from this book. And then the final thing in this box, which is a surprise, because they usually do like a really cool pin badge. And this came in an envelope, so it's unusual. I thought, oh, perhaps it's, a special pin badge. But no, it's a patch. Freddie and Edward Scissorhands. It's incredible, isn't it? Look at that. I've already told you about this, but I'm just blown away by it, really. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it, but beautiful. But yeah, so that's the Abominable Book Club, September edition. It's the best book club. If you love horror, it's absolutely the best one. There's some great horror book boxes, but a lot of them are out of country, and we all know what the shipping rates are like. So this one is based in the UK, but it does do international shipping. But yeah, I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you're enjoying this lovely September weather. Now it's turned cold and dreary and drizzly. I'm so happy. Anyway, and I'll speak to you soon. You take care, my friends. Bye.